Hi Ollie.
Hello?
Hi
Oh.
Ollie. I can
I thought
hear you
here
now.
I was talking all along and I was introducing and saying, "Hey, hello, everybody," and my audio wasn't working. It was muted. I just have to press this button right here.
How are you, teacher?
Very good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Hello, Heidi. How are you today?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to
Have
see
you
you.
have you seen Birdman?
Have I what?
Birdman, Oscar.
Budman?
Yeah, Birdman got Oscar.
The
Have
movie,
I?
teacher.
Oh, the movie. Oh, no, I don't actually go to movies all that often. I think in the last year I've been to one movie, and that was
Mm-hmm.
Big Hero 6. So I'll see it when it gets on Netflix, maybe. So is
Yeah,
it good?
yeah. I checked the trailer on YouTube. It's very fun.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I actually heard about it this weekend, but that's all I know about it. Michael Keaton, I guess, it's one of his best movies or something. So yeah. And hello, Pavel. How are you?
Hello, I am fine, thank you. And you?
It's been great. It's been a long time since I've seen you. So,
Oh, I had different, not different, yes, different time for lesson.
different schedule, yeah. And I change my schedule so much. Every few weeks I am teaching at different times, so you never know. So sometimes I teach at this time and sometimes I don't. So I think this week twice maybe this time. So all right. Excellent. And you are from Russia though. You are the Pavel that I know.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
And sometimes you call yourself Paul.
It, it doesn't make, oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Doesn't
Both
matter. Okay.
is right.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, it kind of the pronunciation sounds very similar in some respects, but all right. And so let's go ahead and look at the material. We're going to do a reading today on basically on being a personal assistant. And it should be interesting. I hope you guys like it, and you'll learn new words and phrases, and also hopefully get a chance to talk and give your opinion. So that's the plan for today. Running errands. Um, so, uh, Salvatore, uh, do you run errands very much for anyone?
Mm, no,
Do you know what it
teacher.
means? No. Okay.
No, I know what it means, but
Okay.
no, I'm not running errands for anyone, teacher.
Uh-huh. Do you ever have anybody run errands for you?
No, teacher.
No. Okay. And now one thing there's a joke in English where a lot of women, a lot of wives will write a list out for their husbands for their days off and for when they are not working, and they call it a honey-do list. Have you guys heard of this? Honey-do
Mm,
list. Honey, please do this. Honey, please do that. So, and it's a list of chores and errands for the honey to do. So, do you ever get a honey-do list from your wife?
honey-do list.
Yeah.
I don't
A
know
li-
what is it,
well, it's a list
teacher.
of things. It's a list of things like that she needs you to do.
Mm,
Does she
mm,
ever make a list of things for you to do on the weekends or the on your days off? No.
no, no, teacher.
No. Okay. All right. Pavel, how about you? Do you ever run any errands?
Yes, of course. but usually I use the memory of my wife.
Uh-huh. So you get the honeydew list from your wife, right? So
she does a list for me and for herself.
herself. Uh-huh. Okay, she makes you a list and she makes her a list. And that's so you totally understand what a honeydew list is, because it's basically honeydew this, honeydew that. So it's a joke, but so Heidi, how about you? Do you run errands, or do you ever make honeydew lists for your husband?
No, very big shopping mall is very close to my house, so I don't need to ask him anything.
Oh, you don't have to have him do anything. You do it all.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Excellent. Hi, Ali. How are you today?
Hi, I'm
Hello.
fine.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, remind me, are you from Egypt or from Saudi Arabia?
I am from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Okay. There are like 3 or 4 different Alis, so all from different. So you've been in my class as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, are you the person from Bangladesh that lived for a time in Russia?
Oh
Or
no.
was that okay, that was somebody else. Okay. So, but I don't remember what his name was, but he was from Bangladesh and he lived in Russia. So, and how are you, Bakri?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good. You're up very late.
Yeah, yeah, night owl.
Yeah. So it's 1 a.m. where he is, so he's up late. But the last time I was teaching, there was a person that was in Brazil, and I didn't realize till the end of the class that he was there, and it was 3 a.m. at the end of his class, and he's like, "Yeah, I think I probably should go to bed." so, and hello, Carlos. How are you?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Are you from Spain, Carlos?
Yes, yes, yes.
Excellent, excellent. I find that an interesting avatar right there. Your picture.
Uh-huh.
Is that the human brain, or what is that?
It's a brand. It's a brand of technology. It's a technology brand.
Okay, interesting. A techno brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who
Okay. Excellent.
has a website. It's a funny name. Is RoboClone.
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 RoboClone. Wow. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. So, question for you, Ollie. Do you ever have to run errands for your job or for your wife or anything?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Bakri, do you ever have to run errands?
What is the
In
meaning?
fact, what's the meaning of errands, right?
Okay. Okay. To run errands. Okay. Well, let somebody else practice English and explain. Salvatore, can you explain to everybody what running errands is?
I tried. Okay.
Okay.
I think that running errands, when you follow someone that is famous, right?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
It could be your wife as well. So, so basically, when you run errands,
Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah, you have to do something that you don't really like it, but in that situation, you have to do it.
well, you might like doing it, but it could be something like going to get somebody coffee. So, Pavel, what are some errands that your wife has you do?
Oh, usually it means she make me to shop to buy something
Go to
or
shop. Mm-hmm.
to to bring something from somebody from parents, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
maybe mm, uh, do some phone calls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
Go to the post office. Go to the grocery store.
yes.
all the basic things. We all run errands, but we're not actually told to run errands. So we all run errands for ourselves. Because of the age of technology, many of us have been able to not go to the bank anymore and stuff like that. So, but running errands are just basic everyday things that we might do for somebody else. Like this article we will read is about somebody who runs errands as a personal assistant for the rich and famous. So that
Then, yeah, now it's clear. Now it's clear to me.
Okay. So do you run errands for anybody else?
Yeah, for my parents to buy their drugs.
Yeah, to go to the pharmacy or the chemist to get the medication for parents. That's one I've done before. So, how about you, Bakri? Do you run errands?
Yeah, I run errands for myself, at least shopping, doing some, like shopping, cleaning.
Yeah, all the stuff we don't like to do. We'd rather be playing than running errands.
Yeah.
Carlos, how about you? Do you run errands for your wife or parents or anybody?
Yes, every day. Every
Every
day.
day?
I have a schedule of a lot of errands.
Okay.
Is necessary.
Okay. Is this for your job or for your wife or yourself or
For
parents?
everyone.
Everyone. Okay. That's good. Yes.
Excuse me. Is it correct to say running errands new iPhone, for example?
Running errands, new iPhone?
Yes.
Well, you
Is
would
it
say,
correct?
"Oh, I'm running an errand to go get my new iPhone or to pick up my own new iPhone." So, say for example, this is how it would be used. So I would say, "What are you doing today?" And the person would say, "Well, I'll be running errands in the morning, and then go to then hopefully catch a movie later on. Catch a movie at the theater later on." Okay, and then the person says, "What errands will you be running, or what errands will you be doing or running?" And the person can say, "I'm going to the post office, and then I will pick up my new iPhone," for example.
Okay.
That would be an example of how that would be used. So basically, the errands are just things that you do outside of the house most of the time, that are just things that you have to do. So, all right, good question, Salvatore. All right, so what we're going to do first is we are going to study some keywords. So let's study the sentences below, and then we'll match the underlined words and phrases with the definitions. So let's go ahead and what I'm going to do first is let's look at these definitions first, because it makes it quicker, and then we will look at these words. I'm going to read these just to make it quicker. A book that sells more than other books in its class. B, available and ready to work or do something at any time. C, extremely silly or unreasonable. D, make short trips to collect or deliver things, usually for someone else. E, surprising and previously unknown facts. And F, the titles of major newspaper stories. Are there any words here that you guys do not know? Please ask. Everything's fine? Silence means it's all fine, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and read through these. Ollie, could you read the first sentence? Number 1.
According to recent revelations, the government is monitoring our phone calls. Nobody knew about this before.
So what would recent revelations be in this respect?
According to recent revelations, the government is monitoring. In fact, sorry, I didn't understand your question.
Okay, so what does the word revelations mean? It's down here, and down here in this.
Okay.
Which one do you think it would be?
Number E, maybe. Surprising and previously unknown facts.
Perfect. Yes. So if something is a revelation, it's a surprising and previously unknown fact. It's a very good definition. All right. Thank you. Salvatore, can you read number 2?
Yes. The scandal was in all the headlines. Everyone was talking about it.
Okay. So what is headlines?
Headlines means one moment, please. The the title of major newspaper stories.
Perfect. Yes. All right. And Bakri, can you read number 3?
Asking me to cook him dinner at 2 a.m. was a ridiculous request.
So what does ridiculous mean in this respect?
Extremely silly or unpleasant. Unreasonable.
Yes. Extremely silly or unreasonable. Perfect. Okay, and Pavel, could you read number 4?
His book was so popular it became a bestseller.
So it became a bestseller. Yeah.
Yes, was became. It's a book was sells more than other books in its class.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay, and Carlos, could you read number 5?
If you are a doctor, you sometimes have to be on call 24 hours a day. The B, available and ready to work or do something at any time.
Okay. Perfect. Do any of you guys have to be on call 24 hours a day for your jobs?
In my case, I am we say in Spain, autonomous, entrepreneur, maybe. So we have to attend our customers, in my case, at any time, sometimes on weekend also.
Yeah, my situation, I'm an entrepreneur and or a freelancer, and same thing, work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if I have to. So yeah. Heidi, could you read number 6?
Joy is a personal assistant. She had to run errands for her boss all day.
Okay.
Make short trips to collect or deliver things, usually.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And do you have a cold, Heidi? So to run errands is to make short trips to collect or deliver things, usually for someone else. Okay. So before we read, we are going to read an article about what it's like to be a famous person's personal assistant. Which 7 tasks below do you think are mentioned in the article? So let's do some guessing just to see if we can figure out. Heidi?
Answer phone calls in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Do you think that's one of them, Bakri?
Most probably.
Okay, let's see. Well, answer phone calls in the middle of the night. Make sure there is food in the fridge. Sleep in the same bed as the boss. Take care of children. Cook meals. Park the boss's car. Reply to fan mail. Run errands. Entertain guests. Write emails. Are there any words or phrases here that you do not know? Please ask. Everything's clear?
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right. And everybody knows a fridge is another word for refrigerator. So, okay. All right. So, Ali, which ones do you think will be mentioned in the article? So it's a famous person's personal assistant is what it is.
Run errands.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Write emails.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Park the boss car.
Park the boss's car. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take care of children.
Write emails.
Oh, this went down. Okay, this.
Yeah, not the entertain guest. Write email.
I think because I pressed enter. This PDF is kind of strange. So, okay.
Answer phone calls in the middle of night.
Yes. So 4, and which one? No,
Make sure there is food in the fridge.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Bakri. What do you think?
Yeah, answering phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
Park the boss car. Run errands. Entertain guests. Write emails.
Run errands, entertain guests, and write emails. Okay. And one more.
Maybe take care of children. Yeah.
Yeah, take care of children. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's very similar. And Carlos, what do you think?
I don't know if he's missing anything.
So you think all of them?
Yes. Well, I think my fellows have selected the right one.
Okay, so you think the same as Bakri and Ali. Okay, Heidi, what do you think? Do you have any other ones you think are there?
I think it's all.
It's all the same. Okay, and Pavel, do you have any others? Do you think will be there?
Not ever, but I don't I don't agree. No, agree. I don't agree with write emails,
Mm-hmm.
for example.
Okay. So you would think not write emails, maybe. So you would think maybe make sure there's food in the refrigerator here, right? And not this one, and not write emails.
Yes, so not write emails and not take care of children.
Okay, so you don't agree with the take care of children. Okay, got it. And Salvatore, how about you? Is there any ones that you that are different from everybody else?
No, teacher, I think the same things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, and I kind of think that reply to fan mail might be one, but I'm not sure about taking care of children. So that's what I'm not sure about.
Maybe babysitter for this teacher.
Yeah, it's been several months since I've actually read the article, so I've already forgotten. So it's always fun for me to read these because it's new too. All right, let's go ahead and let's read these articles and this article, and as soon as I read it, I'll go, oh yes, I remember. Okay, what's it like to work for somebody famous? Let's post a letter, entertain my Aunt Sylvia, and boil me 72 eggs. According to recent revelations, working for somebody famous can be an almost impossible task. Okay, and Ollie, could you read number 1?
If you believe the newspaper headlines, it seems that being a personal assistant to a famous person means middle-of-the-night phone calls, ridiculous demands, and getting hit by a flying BlackBerry.
Flying BlackBerry. Okay, and this word right here, even though it says even though the ASS, we actually don't say assistant, it's assistant. So this A is an sound. It's like what we would call in phonetics a schwa sound. So assistant instead of
Assistant.
Assistant, yeah, perfect. Okay, number 2, Bakri, can you read this next paragraph?
And the complex role of the personal assistant has recently captured the public's attention. According to recent stories, celebrity cook Nigella Lawson had her assistant make sure that the fridge was stocked with boiled eggs, while businessman and art collector Charles Saatchi got his assistant to buy copies of his book to boost its position in the bestseller list.
Wow. Okay, so I remember this now. So, Carlos, number 3.
Predictably, the media loves stories about stars' strange demands. Stories like the news that Lady Gaga made her former assistant sleep in her bed because she hated being alone.
Oh wow. That always blows me away when I read that. It's like, really? My sister worked. She worked for a couple weeks with a family as a nanny, and they made her sleep in bed with the children. She didn't like it and left. So, Heidi, number 4.
But aside from all the horror stories in the media, what is it really like to be a celebrity's personal assistant, and what are the benefits?
Okay, Pavel, number 5.
Deborah Shaw, former personal assistant to the actor
Charlton.
Charlton Heston, says that salaries depend on who you're dealing with. Who is expected to be on call around the clock can enjoy a salary of around 75,000 pounds to 100,000 pounds, while those who work more regular hours are looking at 35,000 pounds to 50,000 pounds.
Okay, hours. So the 8. Ow. That isn't HUD. Ow.
Hours.
Yeah.
Hours.
Also something that I learned when I was in Finland. But
Echo.
Pavel, can you mute? Because I'm hearing myself thinking.
Bavil, you have an echo.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Still not
I
yet.
think echo from Pavel.
Pablo,
Yeah, no. Okay. No, it's still you, Pavel.
Pablo, mute yourself. Pablo.
Oh, I don't hear.
You can't hear, but
Yeah, the problem is we hear ourselves once when you're unmuted. So you hear it only once, but we hear it twice. So anyway, what was I saying? Where were we at? Oh, something that please check with your British teachers. But I was told that in Britain you actually do not use in plural. It's pound. It's that they do not have the s to make up plural. That's one thing that I was actually told, and I've seen that on material and so forth. So you would say 35,000 to 50,000 pound instead of the s. But do check with the British teachers. Just check on me if I'm wrong. All right, number 6. Salvatore, could you read number 6?
After working with her clients...
Diversity, number 6. Number 6.
Sorry.
No worries.
Diversity in your working day is also one of the major benefits, says Donna Cowling, an assistant to Helena Bonham Carter and Rachel Weisz. Every day is different and I love not knowing what I'm doing from one day to the next. Only a certain type of person can do this job.
Okay. Now, Salvatore, when you say the word doing, try not to do doing. Okay. Try to say doing, and so there's no sound after it. And so it's
doing.
Sound. Yeah, it's much better. Much better. So, all right. Number 7, Ali, can you read that one?
After working with her clients for more than 11 years, Colleen claims it is easy to switch between managing a celebrity's lifestyle and returning to her own more normal existence. There is so confusion, I suppose. I sometimes think I really need to get my teeth whitened too. Whitened too. And then I realize I don't because I'm not in the public eye.
Perfect. Okay. Number 8, Bakri, can you read that? Bakri?
And while some people think that assistants receive endless gifts, in reality it is usually just a nice present for birthdays and Christmas.
Okay, thank you. And Carlos, number 9?
Both Shaw and Cowling agree that the details of your tax should be clear before accepting the job. There are people that do get abused, but honestly, I think they let it happen, Cowling says.
Okay, now this word right here, when I heard it, it sounded to me like you'd said tax. So what you have to do is you have to say tasks. So it's kind of a hard sound if you're not used to it, but tasks. So, okay. All right, number 10, Heidi, can you do that one? Okay, I wonder, Heidi? Maybe she was having internet problems earlier, so maybe she's still. So, Pavel, can you read number 10?
I always tell people to be sure of that they are not doing to do. If you don't want to take care of children, you need to be clear about it.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, and number 11, Salvatore. And you need to mute again. Thank you.
Maybe he has the 2 windows open, like it's two.
Possibly the 2 windows open, or he's just using an external mic. as well.
Or he doesn't have earphone. No.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think he are using external speaker or anything.
Yeah. Salvatore.
Okay.
My turn? No?
Well, I skipped you, so do you want to do it now, or do you want to do number 12?
Okay. Direction is the key. Most assistants have a confidentiality contract with their employers. Harrison Chun, who worked as an assistant to Christian Bale from 1993 to 2003, obviously had no such agreement in 2012. Chun published a book about his time with the actor.
Okay, perfect. The first word, discretion, is how to pronounce it.
Discretion.
Yep. All right. All right, Salvatore, number 12.
Typical tasks included organizing the gardener, replying to fan mail, and running errands. But Cheung also received 2 AM phone calls and was forced to entertain visiting family members.
So entertain.
Entertain.
Entertain. Okay. All right. And Ollie, could you read number 13?
He enjoyed making me call him governor. Chang recalls, now working in internet marketing.
I'm sorry.
Now working in internet marketing for IBM, Chang advises wannabe celebrity assistants to separate business and pleasure.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Bakri, number 14.
However, Cowling and Shaw insist that most personal assistants enjoy their jobs and get on really well with their employers. It can also open doors to bigger and better things. For example, Madonna's assistant later became her manager.
Okay, excellent. Heidi, number 15.
Maybe Carlos' turn.
Oh, Carlos, thank you, Heidi. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. I guess it's the same with any industry. Cullen says, there are a couple of horror stories and it tarnishes the whole industry.
Okay, so in this one we actually pronounce the H, so we say horror stories. Horror stories. And then this one, and it tarnishes the industry. Okay. So when there's an ES, most of the time, except there's just some exceptions like with clothes, but most of the time you pronounce the S. Tarnishes. Okay, number 16, Heidi?
It seems that being a personal assistant is just like any other job. If your job is like a horror story, then you can wait for the weekend. If your boss allows you to have free weekends, of course.
Yeah. So if you're working 24/7 for somebody, that's kind of hard. First of all, are there any words or phrases in here that you guys do not know that we read through real quick?
Tarnishes is like a filter or similar?
So okay, and it tarnishes. Basically, tarnish. What it does basically is it's the word tarnish. Another word for it means to stain. And so basically,
losing of the shyness.
Excuse me?
Losing the shyness of something like.
Yeah, losing the shininess, exactly. So let me show you some examples from from Google Images. These right here, these are bells, and they are these right here have lost their shininess. So
Discolored.
Yeah. So but when it comes to the meaning that we're talking about, as far as this means, it means it's you basically when you tarnish the whole industry, you make the industry, you lose the reputation. It hurts the reputation in this respect. So if it blackens, it makes it worse.
Another word strange for me has been wannabe.
Where?
Wannabe is in the 13th paragraph.
Okay, wannabe. Okay, this is
Want
a
to
very,
be?
yes. It's
Yeah.
it's a
If
it's a
someone want to
basically
be something or
want to
want to
be.
be, yeah.
It's slow for want. It's short for want to be, and it's somebody who wants to be something. So, for example, a wannabe president or a wannabe athlete. So, if you have a 12-year-old who is practicing soccer or football, every time he's awake, he's a wannabe soccer star. Whether he's can be that, only time will tell. Only that will happen later. So.
If that, can I have a question? If that, then is it means her skill set?
Excuse me?
That's the. It also means that her skill set, wanna be athlete, wanna be football player.
That they have the skill set for it?
I mean,
Not necessarily.
like newbie athlete, like
Yeah.
amateur athlete.
No, a wannabe is they have the desire. A wannabe has the desire. Whether they have the skill set and the ability to do it is.
That means it's not related to the skill.
No. A wannabe is, I mean, for example, my niece who's 6 years old loves to dance, and she would be a wannabe dancer, you know. Whether she and we're getting her the skill set, but right now she doesn't have it. So, but yeah,
Thanks.
you're welcome. And I think separating business and pleasure is good for every job. So, what do you guys think? So, any other words or phrases?
But in my opinion, Holly, jobs about personal assistance is the most difficult for to separate job and personal life, because your role is personal assistance.
Yeah, and at least at least the person you're assisting, their personal life is not your personal life, though. So that would be the only thing. But I think it would be difficult. There are some jobs that it's just very impossible to separate. So.
Yeah.
Because, well, like for example, an actor or a politician, somebody who is in the public eye, their whole reputation is based on their job. So it's very difficult to separate. All right, so let's look at these, and which one of these were in the article?
Make sure there's food in the refrigerator, in the fridge.
Okay, make sure food is in the fridge. Okay.
Sleep in the same bed as the boss.
That one to me is just crazy. Every time I read that, it just blows me away, and I always forget too. So. And then
reply to fan mail also.
Reply to fan mail. We didn't get that one either. Then run errands we got.
Yeah.
And entertain familiar.
Entertain, yes. And then there was one more. Answer phone calls in the middle of the night, 2 a.m. phone calls. And take care of children. So they didn't require them to cook meals, park the boss's car, or write emails. And And I'm sure that there are personal assistants that do those too. So just not in this article. So interesting. So okay, this is kind of weird, but if you had a personal assistant, Ollie, what would you have your personal assistant do? Let's just kind of dream.
Okay. Write emails, definitely. Write emails. Reply to fan mails.
Okay.
And run errands. Make sure there is food in the fridge.
Okay.
I think that's all.
Oh, that's all. How about you, Bakri? What would you choose if you had a personal assistant? What would you ask your assistant to do for you?
Answering phone calls, run errands, entertain guests, and maybe take care of the children.
Take care of children? Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I would have them cook meals. Cook meals, run errands, and make sure there's food in the fridge, because I don't have to. Then I wouldn't have to do that. Carlos, how about you?
You can deal with the rest.
Yeah, I could deal with the rest. It's cooking that I'd rather have somebody else take care of. So, Carlos, how about you? What would you have a personal assistant do if you had a personal assistant?
In my opinion, well, reply mails sometimes is very boring, so can be very appreciated by me.
Okay, so replying to emails and going through the email box, because I don't know about you guys, but I have like 7 or 8 emails, and I finally consolidated them into my Outlook. And I get so many emails, I just don't know what to read. So most of them go unread. So Heidi, how about you? What would you choose?
Park both the car.
Park the car?
Yeah, park the car. Maybe if I have, take care of children.
Oh, if you had children, you'd have them take care of them? Yeah. Okay.
I like cooking, so I don't need to have...
You don't need that. And you like running, you like doing your own emails and...
Yeah, run errands.
Okay. Run errands, go to the bank for you and all that stuff. Post office. Okay. Yeah. Pavel, how about you? If you were...
It's very difficult to imagine. But run errands and park the car and make sure where is the food in the bridge is the good thing for me.
Yeah.
Good things for me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. And Salvatore, how about you? What would you choose?
If I had a personal assistant, I would like that he makes cook meals and make sure there is food in the fridge and run errands.
Okay, so basically you would do the food thing too. So, yeah. I mean, I don't mind cooking. In fact, I enjoy cooking, but other people are so much better at it than me. So, all right, let's check the understanding of what we just read. So, number 1, can anybody answer this question? What is the media's attitude towards the stories of celebrities' personal assistant? Does anybody know? You remember what that is? Anybody remember?
No.
No, nobody's volunteering. How about this? The media loves stories, stars, strange demands. Okay, how about what are the benefits of working as a celebrity's personal assistant? Does anybody remember that one? Any guesses?
Maybe later, yeah, become a manager sometimes.
Okay, that you could move up. Okay.
Yeah.
They can get a lot of money.
Okay, salary.
Salary.
Okay, salary. Okay.
They maybe they will become beautiful, more beautiful.
Okay.
Maybe their teeth white like that.
Get their teeth whitened, or they'll start. They know how to do all that stuff now. Yeah. Diversity, salary, upward mobility, and personal appearance. So, because they've worked it out for the celebrities, so now they know how to do it. So, how often do personal assistants typically receive gifts from their bosses? Do you guys remember?
Yeah, usually present during birthdays or Christmas.
Yeah, so holidays. So
Yeah.
it's basically birthdays and Christmas, and of course that depends on the culture. There could be other holidays as well, because if you're Chinese, it's probably Chinese New Year and so forth. Number 4, what advice does Donna Colleen give to people who want to become personal assistants?
To split the business and pleasure.
Yeah, work-life balance. And also set expectations. Know what you're not going to do. Okay, number 5. What is the most important aspect of an assistant's relationship with a celebrity? Does anybody remember? Okay.
Be confident.
Well, that is one. So I'll put it, but there's another one that is even more important.
Confidentiality.
Confidentiality. And the word they used in the article was discretion.
Discretion.
And discretion is having the ability to know what to say, when to say it, and kind of being wise with your words and so forth. If you're discreet, basically it's from the word discreet. So if you see the boss in a weird situation, don't mention it later. So be careful. Just pretend like you haven't seen that, for example. Okay. Number 6. What typical task did Christian Bale's assistant have to do? Do you guys remember?
Attend to family.
Fan mail.
A family, yeah.
Mail. And I say mail wrong. It's mail. I have in the state of Idaho, for some reason, those of us who are raised here, we pronounce mail like this. So do not pronounce it my way. So mail. I can't do it right. Okay. Okay, so reply to fan mail. Anything else? Anybody remember? Oops. Had it in the wrong place. Organize the gardener, reply to fan mail, run errands, receive 2 a.m. phone calls. Okay. And number 7, what advice does Harrison Chung give to people who want to become personal assistants?
To separate business and pleasure.
Perfect. Separate business and pleasure. And then number 7, which example mentioned in the text shows that being a celebrity's assistant lead to better things?
In the case of Madonna assistant, that she become as manager.
Yes. So Madonna's PA became her manager, and so I think a lot of celebrities, Madonna seems to be like somebody that would be fun to work for. Maybe not, but it seems like so. All right. Okay, and again we've skipped grammar. Yeah, we only have about 4 minutes left or 3 minutes left, and so there's not enough time to go through the grammar, which is frustrating. So, question for you guys: if you were to change careers and you decided you wanted to become a personal assistant for a celebrity, who would you want to work for? So, Ali, what celebrity would you want to work for? Anyone in particular? Ali, are you there? Okay, Bakri, how about you?
Maybe like politicians, but I don't have a specific.
So a politician for in Sudan or any specific country?
Maybe like the UN, like Ban Ki-moon.
The UN, maybe in Vienna or wherever that is. So, okay, Carlos, who would you want to be a personal assistant for?
I am personally a fan of Uma Thurman, so I will very happy if I am his assistant.
Okay, excellent. All right, Heidi, who would you want to be a personal assistant for?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, that's interesting. Now I can't remember. Is he still governor of California, or I think he no longer is he?
Yeah, already quit, and sometimes he had some movie.
So he's back to acting. Okay. Yeah, I like his movies.
Yeah, I like the movies. And recently he doesn't have a lot of job like before.
And
So personal
maybe
assistant would be very had a lot of time.
yeah, for a bodybuilder, he's actually pretty good looking. So
Yeah. Maybe I can use his tools.
yeah, true. And Pavel, how about you? Who would you be a personal assistant for?
Maybe some president.
Yeah, President of Russia.
Maybe. I think any president, any of president is good for that.
Okay.
Putin.
Yeah. All right. And how about you, Salvatore? Who would you be the person assistant for?
I would like to work for Paul McCartney because he is a legend of music.
Yeah, Ken would say the same thing, wouldn't he? Or was it John Lennon that he likes? So,
Yes.
yeah. And Ali, can you speak yet? Are you able to talk? So, I don't know. I think for me, I would like to probably be a personal assistant for maybe a Secretary of State, somebody a political figure who travels to a lot of different countries. So that's what I would like to do. So, all right. Well, I want to thank you all for your participation. I hope you learned some words and phrases and had fun in the process. And I hope to see you in another class. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.